and you are tuned into the Miriam Makunda Show.
Welcome back. You are listening to the Mara Mokonda Show on Salam Media, and it is time for our fitness segment today. Figuring how to start working out again after a long layoff is a challenge most active people face at some point in their lives, be it post injury, after a holiday break, or right now, the global pandemic that we have been facing, and the lockdown as well. Gyms have been closed, etc. But some of you have been working out at home, so kudos to you guys. But for those who prefer working out in the gym, yeah, that's another story. Now it's time to go back to the gym. Are you still willing to go back? Do you still want to go back? Are you sure? All right. Joining me right now is our fitness trainer, Luyanda Sibisi, to chat more about this and how we can get back into the gyms. Assalamu alaikum, Luyanda.
Walaikum salam, sis. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, all good at yourself.
I'm good. I'm doing great. It's just a bit cold. I hope you're good as well.
I am good, thank you. Well, I'm back in studio. Just
That's
so you
good.
can
I
see.
can see. That's awesome. Hopefully, I can join
Except,
you guys soon.
yes, hopefully soon enough. All right, okay. Now, why is it such a challenge to get back to working out after some time of no action?
Well, I mean, I want to say the body is always capable. The body's capable of anything. It's more the mental thing, like when you've been in a routine and you're working out and you're getting up and you're doing the same thing, you've been building a habit. It's easy to kind of be consistent with it. But the minute you break away from that routine, it gets a little bit challenging to go back into it. So more than anything else, getting back into a fitness routine is more mental than anything else, because you have to now get back into getting up as opposed to sitting on the couch, if that's what people were doing. And there is a little bit of joint stiffness and stuff, but if you had been fit and active, it's not like your body is going to complain at all. It's just about mentally getting back into it.
hmm And I'd like to think that people have already been working out during the lockdown. I mean, we
Mm.
were
Oh,
having these shows, so I'm thinking to myself, seriously, you still need motivation to go back to the gym. I thought you were working out at home. But anyways,
I
uh,
know.
so uh, getting back to the gym, does this mean that once we get back, we should start with the basics, or can we just like sort of continue?
Well, I mean, it's always great to listen to your body. If you feel like you can get into the gym and go right straight back into what you were doing, that's fine. But I always say to people, start with like about 20 to 25 minutes of cardio, and then you can slowly get back into strength training. But like, so if you're doing strength training, you're obviously not going to go into your 60 kgs of the squat, or, the press or whatever. You need to start small, go back to the beginning, start with the lighter weights, and then build your way back up. So you're not going to just pick up where you left off, because remember, the muscle has a memory. I always say the muscle has its own brain, because it remembers that you've been working out before, but it just needs to be reactivated. So starting on a lower weight is best. And then obviously with your fitness, falling out of fitness is quite easy to do. So when you're going back into like running or cycling or spinning or skipping, just start with 25 minutes and then work your way up.
hmm And I
Mhm.
heard somewhere that it takes about 10 days to become unfit. That
Yep.
is like so scary because it has been like 4 months. So imagine 4 months of being unfit. That is scary.
Yeah, it's very scary. I think that's one of the reasons why I just do not stop training, because getting back in is something that I really struggle with. So I just say, girl, just carry on, because you're not going to be able to get
hmm
back as easy as it is now.
And sometimes it's just about doing the smallest thing. You don't really have to go as far as doing your 1 hour workout like you used to. Just do
Oh
something
no,
small every day.
definitely, definitely.
Mhm. So, how important is a workout routine? I mean, is it necessary to have one? Should it be written down as well? Is it something like a vision board that we should have?
Look, yeah, I mean, if you have to have goals when you're training, right? So you have to say, okay, I want to lose a bit of weight, or I want to put on muscle, or I want to tone this area, or I want to work on this area. And I like to split my training. So I train arms on a certain day, I train back on a certain day, I train legs on a certain day, and then I do cardio on certain days, and then I rest on certain days. So writing it down is important so that you know where you are on the roster, and then writing down the
Mhm.
reps to say, okay, I'm doing 10 reps this week, and then and then I'm resting tomorrow. Then tomorrow I'm doing another 10 reps on, So it is good to write it down, because sometimes you forget that, like, was I doing, well, how many weights was I lifting? Because maybe you did 20 kilograms, and then next week you upping it to 40. So you've got to write it down so that you can remember.
All right. What are some simple exercises that we can do to get back into the groove mentally and physically?
So skipping, definitely. I've been propagating skipping a lot, because not everyone is going back into gym, but get
Mm.
back into your skipping. You can do it outside, you can do it in your room, you can do it at the mall, you can do it anywhere where there's space and it's allowed for you to move around. Do it, and you'll feel so much better. It's just about getting yourself back into the groove of things. Then you can maybe even start with a walk, start with the running, then pick it up gradually. Mentally, affirmations, affirming yourself that my body is strong, my body is capable, my body is capable of doing great things. I'm not disabled. My body is capable of achieving certain goals. I'm in the best shape of my life. So affirm yourself, because making the mind body connection is also important. So if you've lost the connection, and then now you're just worried that, like, okay, am I even going to be able to get it back? Starting off with the affirmations is your first and most important thing, because at the end of the day, if you don't believe it, your body's going to be like, yeah, right, girl, we are not moving from this couch. So if your mind
Mm.
has set itself up for success and achieving whatever you want to achieve, then it's definitely going to be possible. And light weights, start with very, very light weights, small dumbbells, baby dumbbells. Do not stress yourself about now lifting heavy. That will come. But for now, just start by waking up the muscles. If you want to train your glutes, do more glute activation workouts. This is to activate the muscles. It's not to build yet. We're not at the building stage. We're more about reactivating and just waking up, and just like starting a new season. It's spring soon. So it's just about getting back into the groove of things. And it's fun. It shouldn't be stressful. It shouldn't be a punishment. It's not torture. You shouldn't be ashamed. There's no judgment. You're back in the game. And that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and majority of us have already gained the weight together. So it's like we're in this together. You're not
Yeah,
alone.
girl. And I'm in it with you, because I think a lot of the times trainers forget that people are at different paces and different levels. So it's important for your trainer
Mhm.
not to look down on you and say, girl, you've gained so much weight, what happened? It's just to say, well, this means more work for me, which is great. I'm grateful for the work, because transforming bodies
Mhm.
is my passion. So if I see someone who's gained weight, I'm like, yes, that's a challenge for me. So it should be something that everybody rejoices in and doesn't feel like it's a bad thing, because it's really not.
Mhm. All right. Well, this is not a fitness question, but because today is a World Humanitarian Day, I'd just like to know from you, being a fitness trainer who helps people, what does World Humanitarian Day mean to you?
Well, being humanitarianism is obviously just being able to reach out to people, and kind of be empathetic, understand where someone is coming from. So in the fitness space, it's obviously like being able to understand that we all are different, our bodies are different. I'm so, it makes me so sad when people say, I want a body like yours, because it's like, you need to want the best body out of you. You need to be the best that you can be. So being a humanitarian in the fitness space, that's an interesting question. It's just about being tolerant and understanding and accepting. There's so much pressure in the social media space about what's acceptable, and body shaming is a big, big problem in the fitness industry. I mean, it's honestly just ridiculous. Even fit women, fit men have standards above, there's an above level fitness beyond the fitness. So it's just about connecting more on the state of being well and being healthy, less about setting standards that are sometimes even unachievable, because people take steroids and then they tell you that they're just working out, and then that you're like, but why am I not looking like that? So it's empathy, it's social acceptance, it's embracing yourself, embracing others, and really being passionate and compassionate on this journey, because you need to be compassionate. If somebody walks up to you at the gym, they've never been there before, and they weigh 105 kilograms, you need to be compassionate enough to say, hey, can I show you what you can start off with? Or, hey, don't worry about everybody here. Half of us don't know what we're doing anyway. So it's just reaching out and being more present in the space of understanding that people are at different levels. So I hope I've answered your question. I've never been asked a question like that before, but because I'm very passionate about the human connection, it's just like, there's no way you cannot include an everyday compassionate spirit, especially in the fitness space.
And we do need fitness trainers who are compassionate and who can sort of like put themselves in their trainees' shoes.
Yeah.
Because it's pointless if you can't do that as a fitness trainer and you're just yelling down their necks and throats and telling them that you can do this. And if you can't do this, you're never going to achieve your goals. I mean, we will achieve our goals some way or another, but at least be compassionate enough to put yourself in their shoes and see where they are coming from. They wouldn't be coming to you if they did not need the help.
Definitely. And
All
people
right,
have different
shukran so much
styles,
for-
you know. Sorry, people, I just wanted to add, people have different styles.
Yeah.
I train in a very military style, so I thrive off of that, like hardcore, tell me how I'm pathetic. That really fuels me. If your trainer is like, is that all you can do? I'm like, well, I'm going to do 10 more. I thrive off of that. But then there's people who want to be encouraged. You're doing very well. Your mind is capable. Your body's capable. So there's different styles. You've got to just know what people need. Yeah.
Yeah, true. I think I'm the boot camp type also. With like, I need like, you can do it. I'm like, yes, I can. All right. Shukran so much for your time once again, and have a wonderful day.
You too. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Luyanda Aziza Sibisi, a fitness trainer, giving us some tips on how to get back into the gyms. I know so many of you have been super excited when you heard the announcement that the gyms will be reopening. But for those of you who are not so excited because you're now wondering, do I really want to go back? Or I've canceled my subscription, so there's really no need to go back to the gym. Or should I reopen after canceling? Well, you need to start somewhere, obviously, and starting at home is a good way to start. So do lightweight exercises, jumping jacks at home, jumping on the spot, skipping, walking, running at home, but do something. Don't just sit there and be a couch potato, Netflix and chilling all day. It's going to catch up with you, and we don't want to be healthy. As they say, summer bodies are made in winter, and guess what? Winter is almost over. How are you going to make a summer body in winter now? It's time to up your game. And when you do that, let us know. If you want some tips and tricks as well, our fitness trainers are available on social media platforms of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You will find Luyanda. You can just search for Luyanda Aziza. She is on Instagram, as well as Facebook. And you can also just leave your comments in the comment section or send them to us via WhatsApp. The number is 061-766-0355, and we will get Luyanda to answer them, or any of our other fitness coaches. But for now, just stay with us. We will be right back.